Well, here I am at my log pile in Alaska. These are the logs that I cut, peeled, and stacked 2 years ago. So they are thoroughly dry and ready to go. And I'm sure you're all wondering, when am I going to build this thing? Well, because my mom was at the end of her life, last year I couldn't really come and do anything. Sadly, she did pass away a month or so ago. And I can't feel bad about it because she's in heaven and she was in so much pain there. Last year's my mom's life were quite difficult. She was bedridden. So I rejoice now because I know she's in heaven and she has a new body and released from that pain. So here I am at my pile of logs. It's too late this year to get started on actually building this cabin. But what I can do is prepare the site. I dropped these logs at a very dense stand of black spruce. This is black spruce. There may be some white spruce in here as well a little bit, but mainly black spruce. This isn't where I want to build the cabin. I am working on clearing a spot up on the ridge of our property that is just gorgeous. So I do have the problem of getting all of these logs way up there on the ridge, and I'll probably deal with that next year. What I want to do this year is open up the space and maybe start the foundation so that next spring I can come and really get started and bang this thing out. Lord willing, next year. Tarp has done a good job of protecting it from the weather, and now it's on to just more brutal labor to pull trees and clear a spot for the cabin. Everything here is really nice and dry, and this will scrub right up. I'll just use a little bleach water and a brush, and these logs will absolutely clean up and shine again. You can see this one was out in the weather. It's a little grayed, the ones that were sticking out, but beautiful pile of logs. It's a big pile. I cut these logs really long, so everything here is looking good. So there's my pile of logs, and this is where I want my cabin to go. I'll walk you up there. It's probably about 200 yards from where my logs are to where I want to build the cabin. We're going up the ridge now. I cleared all this a couple years ago. Also, it was a big job. This area has been burned before. There's some really big old stumps, but as you can see, the growth is just extremely dense. You can't even walk through here. So you got lots of really small spruce and willow, and the whole property is that dense. You can't walk through it. So getting it to this is like an absolute miracle. I mean, look at the density here of what I have to pull out. There's probably 50 little trees right here. Willows, birch, spruce. It's super thick. I've been slowly opening this up, so all these birch trees were buried in there. I'm thinking I want my cabin right in here. So I've got a lot more opening up to do. See, I got started. And this is just gonna be good for everything. It's good for the trees that remain. It's good for the wildlife. I mean, you cannot walk through this. It's so dense. So it's worth nothing. None of these trees are gonna grow and get mature unless it's thinned out. So it's a lot of work. And you might be asking, why don't we just get a skid steer or just a bulldozer and doze it all? But that's just not how we like to do things. We really like to cherry pick the clearing and make it look like the cabin was just dropped into the location. So we don't like to do any big heavy equipment work, except for maybe on a driveway, you know, throwing some dirt or gravel down. We tend to do everything mainly by hand. It's the hard way for sure, but it really preserves the feel and the natural state of the land without coming in and just destroying the topsoil and just destroying everything. So it'll look like the cabin's always been there, is the hope. So I've got all this to clear out, and it's just gonna take time and effort. It's just labor intensive. That's my plan this year, is to just get the site ready and maybe drop the foundation posts. We'll see. I'm not exactly at the beginning of summer here, and the weather's gonna change. So I don't know, just gonna play it by ear. Basically my cabin's gonna go right here, so I gotta clear all this out. Just kind of cherry picking through the trees I want to keep, these birch. And then Dave is building a cabin back here. This is going to be 16 by 20. This will be our main cabin. It's gonna be lovely. And then I will have my log cabin back here, be like the guest cabin. A little suck. Absolute goofball. To the burn pile. So this is where the whole town brings their brush, and then forestry burns it periodically to clean it out. It's a good, safe way to dispose of brush in a very fire-prone country. Okay, I got it all done. I just gotta throw my cot and the dog beds in here yet, but this is gonna be home while I'm here. Not bad, right? Really cozy. There's just lots of room for the dogs. Got lots of light. These two windows also open for ventilation or just clear vinyl, but lots of airflow and lots of room for the dogs to play on rainy days. So I'll just throw my cot in here and we'll be good to go. Whew, well, that was quite a rainstorm last night, but boy, we sure needed it. It was so dry. Dogs are pumped, as always. They were locked in the tent quite a while last night. Moose man. He is not in the mood this morning. But there's steam rising up off this moss. Beautiful, beautiful day in store. Gonna be hot. Off they go, chasing squirrels. You guys already ate. This is mine. Oops. You gotta really watch where you're putting stuff down. I got a bunch of pirates around here. They don't miss a beat. No, no. You already had yours. You already did eat. This is mine. How could you resist that face? Look at that face. It just wants sausage. What about you? Hi, Moose Man. And then there's another pirate down here. Hi, Joy Joy. Hello, Mama. What's a good girl? Yeah. Look at this. Get my sausage. Add some eggs and salsa. We'll be all set. Okay, we are good to go. It's like a little omelet scramble. Frank's. And homemade salsa. It's almost time to make more of this. Ta-da! That is a rustic band breakfast. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this day. The rain, we needed it so badly. Thank you for my strength to work, my dogs, my family. Thank you most of all that you love me, Lord. And I pray for those watching that they would reach out to you with all their needs. And we love you and we thank you for everything that you do, including this great, beautiful nature that you've given us. Thank you for this food in Jesus' name. Amen. You guys want the first bite? Here you go. Open up. Take a bite. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interlopers. Interlopers. Talk about you. Guys, this is mine. Ooh, sour cream. I want sour cream. There we go. We used to eat out for breakfast all the time in Fairbanks at a place called Sourdough Sam's. It was the best. And they had the Sharon's omelet. And it came with salsa and sour cream. It was the best. And so if you've got sour cream around, if you've never tried it on eggs, you should try it. Dave's missing out. He's working at our property in Fairbanks, so I'm here all alone with the doggos at the moment. So the one tool that has been invaluable, game changer, is this. It's called the Extractigator. It's the Extractigator Classic. And then if you add this orange piece, this Bigfoot piece, you get more traction against this soft moss and all that. But oh my gosh, you just grab the tree between the jaws of this and then you pull back. It's just like a big lever. And these willow, I mean, they're really tough. Even the small ones, it's pulling out the taproot. Same with the spruce, and some of these bigger trees even, but it's pulling everything up. There will be nothing left. There won't be anything growing back. There won't be any stubs to trip over. It is awesome. We bought this ourselves. This is not a sponsored video. It's absolutely awesome. So you find the willow, pinch it, and you can work jaws down. That's a small one. That one wasn't too bad. This one, the bigger ones take a bit. Willows are so deeply rooted. The taproot is just insane. There we go. Another good reason to pull all of this instead of just cut it off is I gotta dig a foundation here. I gotta drop all these posts. And can you imagine if I would have just cut all this and every single stump would be in the ground where I wanna dig holes? It'd be a nightmare. See, fire went through here, which is unfortunate. There was some beautiful massive spruce trees in here. Would have been amazing to see, but that's why we got this dense growth. I have a spy. What are you doing? What are you doing in there, Joy Girl? Did you find a cool spot in the stump? Yeah. That's a good girl. Ooh, making progress. Say good. Your breath is gonna be bad. Don't lick me. Oh, stinky boy. Oh, so stinky. Oh, stinky bone breath. Oh, mom's going to get it. Got wild corgis coming out of the woodwork. Look, man. Come here, buddy. Oh, the wild corgis. Hi. Oh, it's a good boy. Look at the good boys. Hi, baby. Look at that open space. Massive progress today. Look at that beautiful ridge. Oh, it's really starting to look like a cabin space. That's just as good as I had hoped it would be. This is what 11 o'clock at night looks like right now. We're into August and we're very cozy in here. Everything is tucked away for the night. Oh, the puppies are very sleepy. Got another one over here. Hi, Mama. Time for bed. So last night, I was woken up at about 3 o'clock in the morning to a big commotion. And it was scary. I didn't know what was going on out here, but I grabbed my bear spray and heard something heavy-footed. I thought, oh, it's probably a moose, but there was a big noise. And then this morning, I wake up to find this. This is where my shower tent was, and it was down, laying across the trees over here, and it was all shredded. And I thought, well, still, it could be a moose. Could be a moose got in there. And then I found this. Oh, that's no moose. Oh, I have no more shower tent, and we had a bear in camp last night. So yeah, I sleep with bear spray, and I will be doing the same tonight. For reference, that's my shower tent. And right over here is our tent. We're probably talking 50, 60 yards apart. And the shower tent's right there. So I stood this back up so I could kind of recreate what happened here. I think this is the point of impact back here. This is about face level to me. You can see the real light, like probably came down, probably pushed it down. This is all ripped up. Probably teeth marks here. Ripped this. This is what it looks like from the inside. Can you imagine being in here and that? Hello, no thank you. That's like Freddy Krueger, just terrifying. So, and then it chewed up, it ripped up this bamboo mat too. It was in there. So there it is. Pretty crazy. The frame is totally fine. I popped it back out, but the tent itself is gone. I think what I'm gonna do tonight is just leave this back up. I mean, chances that it'll be back is probably not a lot, but I'm gonna set up my trail cameras tonight around camp and see what happens, but hopefully it won't be back. Nothing else is bothered. Like, I just have ice in that cooler. I kind of wish I would have been in the camper last night because I would have been able to look out the window and see. Kind of seems like it came from there to the tent. But I don't know. I don't know. So now I'm kind of thinking cabin here, despite me clearing all of this, which is insane that I would want to clear more. But I think it's really flat right here. And if I nestle it back in here, it might be really cool. But I won't know that until I clear it out for sure. And I don't want to put this cabin somewhere where later I'm going to be like, it should have been right here. So I have to clear everything and then make my mind up. This brain, you don't want to be in here. There we go. Okay, After 9 days and 8 trailer loads of hundreds and hundreds of trees and changing locations from here to here, this is where I'm going to build my cabin next year. And the other spot's going to be great for just a fire pit area between the 2 cabins. Glad to be done. So this is all just amazingly opened up. Of course, I have all this to do in between. But let me show you what else I cleared. All of this year. This whole ridge top, which is just lovely. So my cabin will be there, the guest cabin. And our main cabin, Dave is building us a 16 by 20, and he's got the foundation in, will be right here in this beautiful, beautiful spot. So we'll have a nice, beautiful cleared out ridge with 2 cabins eventually, Lord willing. But what had to happen was the clearing. There's no getting around it. This place was super, super packed. What a job. But this is how you do it to dial it in without heavy equipment. So these cabins are just going to look like they've been dropped in. And that's the way we like to do it. It's hard, but man, it's a great payoff. My cabin will be angled like this. So the front will be this way. And I'll get some shade in the afternoon. And these birch trees will get more moisture because they're not competing with all the millions of what was before, like this. And now they have room to breathe. So good. So this will be the cabin spot. Hope you like that video. Catch you in the next one. This is Girl in the Woods. She gone. Oh, and don't forget to get outside, get happy.